Welcome to my presentation. I am Professor Henry Bwisa, the chairman of African Agribusiness Incubators Network and also Professor of Entrepreneurship at the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology in Kenya. Today I want to talk about Africa and the mode of transport commonly used in many cities. Yes, with Africa's inadequate public transport and road infrastructure, the motorcycle, generally called boda in Eastern Africa, Okada in Western Africa, moto in Northern Africa, taxi motor in Central and Southern Africa, it presents a fast, relatively cheap and efficient transport alternative. It is today widely used on the continent. Yes, and there is an African saying that all monkeys cannot hang on the same branch. Yes, if monkeys hang on the same branch, all of them, they will actually break it and fall off. Yes, likewise, all motorcycles should not operate on the same road. Otherwise, stiff competition will lead to low earnings and high accidents. Yes, look at that. That's Kampala. Very high, stiff competition. And this is a replica in many other towns, cities of Africa. Cairo, Nairobi, Lagos, name them. Yes, and let's see. What else?
It's one of the fastest ways of getting around Kampala and through its heavy traffic, but it's one of the most dangerous. Some bodas are even riding in from nearby towns, about 30 kilometers away, to come to Kampala and operate here. City authorities say they are overwhelmed by the growing numbers, and Kampala police say the motorcyclists often don't follow traffic regulations.
They always fault the law with a lot of impunity because they know they can't easily be fooled. They cause many accidents on the roads, and they even participate in the commission of crimes.
Police statistics show bodas kill at least 500 and injure another 1,200 people.
Yes, and not just accidents. There's also crime. That was Uganda. Now this is Kenya.
Elsewhere, a new style of robbery seems to be in the offing in Nairobi. This new style employs the use of motorcycles. Just in the last 2 weeks, some motorists in Nairobi have been mugged in broad daylight by a group determined to fulfill its quest in bold fashion. To deal with this, police have been ordered to arrest any motorbike rider carrying 2 passengers in Nairobi. KTN's Timothy Otieno reports.
Wednesday, 15th March. This white saloon car pulls over at a gate. Closely behind follows a motorbike, and all of a sudden 2 men alight and head straight for the car. One in a blue shirt threatens the guard while his partner, wielding a metal bar, goes straight for the side mirror on the passenger side of the car. The driver tries to escape and both men attack him off camera. They return to the vehicle and mug the passenger. All this while their third accomplice, on a motorbike with a reflector jacket, waits for them. They hurl what seems to be a stone at some eyewitnesses and speed off. The mugging near Samia Business Center on Mombasa Road takes less.
Yes. Crimes, accidents. And there's another African saying, we should put out fire while it is still small. Another African saying, yes, small fire, if not put out, it will grow into big fire. And the Swahili say, usipoziba ufa utajenga ukuta, meaning if you don't close the crack, you will be forced to build a wall. So, if African countries cannot address the road motorcycle menace, our economies will suffer. Yes, if you don't close that crack, you'll be forced to build the whole wall. Now, there is the theory of the carrot and the stick. So, how should we address the menace of the boda, okada, motor, taxi motor? How can we approach this issue? Either we can use the stick or the carrot. Yes, this theory of the carrot and the stick says you have two alternatives to make this donkey move forward. You can beat it from behind, but however much you beat it, it will reach a time when it won't move because it gets used to the pain. Then you will have to put a carrot in front of it, and as it moves forward to take the carrot, you are moving on. Yes, we are using it also in management. The sticks and the carrot, motivation and punishment. You know, those hard memos, show cause why, and then those praising memos. That is the theory of the carrot and the stick. Can we apply it on our motorcycle businesses? Let's look at the stick.
According to the Ashanti Regional Police Commander, DCOP Afogwachi Yadom, the riders arrested included those who jammed traffic lights and persons using unlicensed motorbikes, among others. He says his outfit will ensure the exercise is sustained.
Quite recently, police administration outlawed police action against rather indiscipline, and this is exactly what the command is doing. We are going all out to arrest all those who go through traffic lights, who don't have papers on their motorbikes, who ride in between vehicles, and above all, those who don't wear crash helmet. And it is not going to be a 9-day wonder. It is going to be continuing so that we get rid of all those indisciplined riders on our roads.
Yes, we had the officer that we must get rid of the motorcycles from the road. So the question is, so if we get rid of motorcycles off the road, can we send them to the farm? There they are on the road. Can we really, from the African roads, move them to African farms? That is the question. And indeed, yes. Let's see. Look, the carrot.
We are demonstrating a new technology that we feel will be able to transform many people's lives, especially these years where we're mostly affected by the climate change and rains are not coming as expected. So we have this kind of irrigation system, which we would normally use as a small pump, a simple pump attached on a motorbike. You are attached on a motorbike, then you need to be able to pump up to 22,000 liters of water from the river, lake or dams. We simply call it motorbike irrigation system. The technology is quite cheap. Cheap when you compare with the alternative. To be able to get a pumping system that can give you maybe half the volume, a quarter of the volume of what this pump can give you, you can spend over like 3 million kwacha. But this particular pump, we talk of only around 350,000. You have the pump attached to your motorbike, portable, easy to connect, very secure because you don't have to leave it out in the field. It's quite affordable. In terms of accessibility, we are currently providing this from our offices in Blantyre. We are on Hari Sarasi Road, opposite KFC restaurant on top of Bata. At the moment, I don't know whether if Malawians are going to cope or to receive this technology, I think we'll not even be able to cope with the demand, because everybody knows that this year we had terrible rains, and the years to come we can also not be sure whether you'll be able to get good rains. Apart from that, even if the rains were to come faithfully, but the fact that this pump, we can even use it even off rainy season and grow 3 or 4 times your crops, that is just another advantage. So we'll see a lot of people be coming for this technology.
Yes, more of the motorcycle, using it on the farm. Yes, a motorcycle powered water pump. The economics of it all. The pump that pumps a total of between 22,000 to 40,000 liters of water per hour.
Power takeover, most people know it's a shaft in the motorcycle. Instead there's a pump which is you connect it from there. Now you put the sanction water, which is 10 meters from the river. Then you can pump 50 meters depending on the gradient, and also you can go further depending on your pipe size, because you can reduce from the 2 inch to about a 1.5.
Yes. Shelling maize.
Vào cái kì. Đâu quá. Cái đây đây. Con si sa por tôi đây đi làm rồi. Đó. Ai rồi. Cái khá đi rồi. Sana अपना दूर के नाम उतर दिया के शिवानी देखे नीचा में ना उतर दिया का दूर दुनिया में पक्के पक्के ले पक्के पा ना हां ना उतर दिए सामने द्वार में तो था अबे ना कर यार ये वीडियो कैसा है
On the farm scale, motorcycle. Quite a good job done by the motorcycle. So, can we use the motorcycles on the road? Can we make them at home in Africa? Some of the ones that we have seen are imported. But at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology in Kenya, where I actually teach. Students, indeed they are not even mechanical students, strategic management students, for the examinations, for the requirements of their degrees, they have come up with innovations. Listen to that.
My name is Jefferson Kitabe. I'm pursuing strategic management. The mini tractor is an invention we came up with my friends, Peter Nzioki and Ian Mutisya. Our bike is modified for the purpose of adaptability and high power output that will enable small-scale farmers to actually do small-scale farming activities at their land and cut short the time that they need to farm.
And yet, these good innovations remain in the labs, in the workshops of the universities. What's required? There's need for incubation, provision of business development services to nurture emergent and or existing businesses. They're quite a number, but they are lost within the universities and other institutions. So the African Agribusiness Incubators Network has a role to play. Incubation. What do? Incubation systems and skills development. We help do that. African Agribusiness Incubation Fund, we really want to develop that fund. Business development and mentorship for youth and women. Agribusiness incubator accreditation and the due diligence and all that, technology, innovations and all that. We have the expertise. We've been around for at least 10 years. We are looking for partners, donors and well-wishers to support our mission. Our headquarters are in Accra, Ghana. Read them. House number 63, Onyengle Street, Abelemkpe. Uganda office, Uganda Industrial Research Institute, Wiri, plot 42A, Mukabia Road, Nakawa Industrial Area. But you can reach us, info@africa.org. You can call +233 303 975 448. We want to partner in developing Africa. Thank you and hope we can work together. This was your chairman of the African Agribusiness Incubators Network, Professor Henry Bwitha, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. Thank you. Let's push our continent ahead together.